I hope you know that if you didn't show today, we were gonna put a warrant out for your arrest. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Miriam Dow, wife, mama for real estate investor and entrepreneur. Y'all, the city of Ewing don't play. The city of Ewing is on my neck. They are on my neck. They are on my neck and they are not letting up. End of June, I get a call from an inspector from the town. And he's like, hey, I'm just looking at your property here. You know, my house that I haven't started working on yet. And he's like, you know, you're leaving, the grass is in very good condition because I have my landscaper go out every 2 weeks. But he was like, there's some access points to your house that we need you to cover. You know, just cover it with some plywood. Because I think some cats was going on in my basement. I never really saw cats, but my neighbor said he'd be seeing cats in and out of my house. So the basement, the foundation, there's a crack. He wanted me to cover that. And then the back door, the bottom of the wood is eaten up a little bit. He wanted me to cover that so nothing could go in and out of my house. So this was 2 days before I was going to Greece. I'm like, okay, yeah, I got you. Click, okay, sir. I am traveling, and I done went to Greece. From there, I went to Mali. From there, I went to Mexico. From there, was back to school. From there, she's busy. So I come back from all these trips. I'm going through my mail, and one of them was a Zoom call. I got fined. And one of them was a Zoom call with a judge, like in court, but over Zoom. I missed that, and I was on a trip when I was fined for that. That was probably what, I don't even remember. I was on a trip. I wasn't here. Okay. Then the second one was, so then I got another one, and when I opened that letter, they wanted me in court in person in 2 days, hour and a half away. That's like a $60 trip to go to Mercer County and back. $30 on gas and 2 tolls of $14 each. That's a $60 trip. Sir, no, okay? I then came back from all these vacations. No, we're gonna have to talk on the phone. What do y'all want? And at the time, like, I'm like, I know they're not doing all this for just to cover that up, because I never did it. Irresponsible of me, but I'm being honest, transparent. You know, I was busy. I was in here, okay? I called the town like, hey, I just got this. I need to be in court in person. And they sent it to me, like, let's say I got it on Tuesday. They wanted me in court on Thursday. I said, I need more than a 2-day notice. Okay. I'm running a household, 4 kids between gymnastics, basketball, Quran study at the mosque. No, sir, I need more than I need more like a month notice. They told me to email this email. I emailed, like, I need more than a 2-day notice. And they know they just sent that shit like 2 days ago. So then they emailed me back like, okay, we're gonna let the prosecutor know. And then I got something in the, we're gonna change the date or something. So then I got a new date for Zoom, and that was in December. And then I'm in the car. This was actually just last month. The day that I was in the Zoom in the car, me and my husband was driving up to Ewing to pay the taxes for this same house, because it was the last day that you could pay the taxes before it was up for auction sale. I'm procrastinating. I'm not perfect. So yes, so it was the last day we can go and pay. So we paid that cash, and I'm on the Zoom in this car, and I'm on the phone with the judge, and she was like, yes. The prosecutor was like, what are you here for? I'm like, I don't know why I'm here. So he was like, okay, you're gonna talk to the judge. You have this home, right? And it's under my LLC. So when they say my name, they need to understand. You know, they're asking me about the LLC name, and I'm telling them the LLC name, like, you have this home, but they still don't really know. So they gave me the name of the inspector, and they're like, give him a call. So that's when I'm putting 2 and 2 together. I'm like, I know y'all don't have me in court because I didn't put some wood up for some, like, I know y'all could be doing better things with people's tax time, okay? Tax money. So then I'm on the phone with the judge comes, and she's on Zoom, and she has an attitude. And she's like, I hope you know that if you didn't show today, we were gonna put a warrant out for your arrest. I'm like, why? She was like, because the first time you didn't show to the Zoom, and then the second time, and I'm like, the first time you sent that paperwork for the Zoom, I wasn't in the country. You guys sent a letter. It's 2024. Send emails. And I didn't say with an attitude, I'm just saying, like, you guys sent a letter. I wasn't in the country to receive the letter. The second one that you sent that was in person, I was here to receive that, but you guys sent that 2 days before the date. And I called the town, I spoke to someone, and they gave me an email. I sent the email in to let them know that I need more than a 2 days notice. She was giving me attitude. She was, And she was like, well, I just want to let you know, if you had not showed today over the Zoom, there will be a warrant out for your arrest. And I'm like, I'm not even sure why I'm here. Can you tell me why I'm here? And she was like, no, did the prosecutor give you some information? I'm like, he gave me a number to an inspector. She said, give the inspector a call. We're gonna give you 30 days. Call us, and we're gonna schedule your next trial date for 30 days. I called this man, left a message, didn't hear back. This was December 21st. Now I have a new court date that was this week. I think it was the 18th. It was on Thursday. Now Tuesday, I start trying to call the inspector, leaving him a message. He's not calling me back. So I called him again the following day, and I'm like, hey, I have a court date scheduled tomorrow. I was supposed to call you. I don't really know what this is about. So then he called me Thursday morning. Court was at 9:30. He called me like 8 a.m. He was like, hey, I tried calling back yesterday. Your voicemail was full. But yeah, I spoke to you June 28th about these issues and you never had it done. You remember? And I said your landscaping was nice. I was like, yes. I was like, I'm so sorry. I traveled. I left. I wasn't in the country. Is there any way you can give me an extension? Like, I'm actually about to start working on this house. And he's like, no, I want you to have, just close up these things. It's not actually a big deal. Literally get plywood, close up the 3 places. He wants the home to be secure so no one can break in and no pets can get in. So I'm like, okay, I'll have that done for you by the end of the week. This is Thursday morning. So now I'm on the Zoom. I'm on Zoom with all these other people waiting for their name to be called. Hour and 30 minutes. They still didn't call my name. They just playing the loop of the introduction of the judge. And I guess they call one person one by one and then you go into another Zoom. So I went into another Zoom station. It was just me and the prosecutor. He was like, hey, just want to let you know, did you get the stuff done? I'm like, honestly, I just spoke to the inspector this morning. But if you just give me 1 week, I'm going to have that done by the weekend. And he was like, okay, we'll give you 30 days. I come to the judge and she was like, Miriam Dow, I spoke to you last month. We gave you 30 days. And you didn't have it done. I'm going to give you another 30 days. If you don't have it done, then we're going to go to trial. And you need to show next time or we will put a warrant out for your arrest. This point, I'm just yes, because at this point, I don't even have the energy. I'm already been on this Zoom for 90 minutes. So I'm like, okay, yes, it will be done. It will be done. And she was like, okay, you're free to go. So I automatically call my handy lady that usually does stuff at my other house. She doesn't answer. It's going straight to voicemail. And I sent her a text message. She doesn't answer. This was in the morning. I waited for like 4 hours. And when I didn't hear anything from her, I called him. He picked up and he's like, all right, I could be there today. I'll go take a look. So then 2-3 hours later, now she's calling me. And I didn't answer. And she messaged me. She's like, hey, I know you spoke to so-and-so. I doing another job. When he's done, he'll go take a look. So I'm like, okay, the 2 of them spoke, but I'm not hiring her because she didn't pick up. So I'm hiring him. 2 totally different entities. Y'all know each other, but 2 totally different entities. You didn't respond. Like, if you don't, this is a matter that I'm not trying to go to jail. So I'm trying to get this done as soon as possible. Because if I don't get it done now and I wait, it's going to be another 30 days. And this judge don't even like me. He's like, I'm gonna go tonight. And then she calls me, I pick up, I call her back and she's like, yeah, I know you reached out to him. He's doing a job in PA. When he's going to come out, he's going to do it. That's the last conversation we have. 10 p.m. comes around because I never sent him the address. He told me to send it to him, but I ain't sent it to him. I like you to ask me when you're on your way so I know that, okay, you're on your way. So 10 p.m. comes around and he never asked me for the address. So I'm like, hey, are you still going to do this job? No response. 9 a.m. comes around the next day. This man sends me a message, no good morning, no nothing. Just sends me a message, $300. So I'm responding like, okay, if that's the case, I'm good. Because I already have plywood in my house. And I told the lady this, I was like, hey, I got some old plywood at the duplex. And I was telling the guy this too. So you could just use that. You don't have to use your own material or nothing. Like, I got plywood and just use that and cover up these 3 holes. This man sends me a message, $300. So I'm responding. I'm like already responding like, okay, that's fine. I'll find someone else to do it. Like, I can do it myself if I'm in there. Like, you take the plywood, you cut it up for the thing, and you nail it 4 times, make sure it's secure. That's all they want. This is not no $300 job. This is not no skilled job. I can go get anyone in front of Home Depot. There's mad Mexicans in front of the supermarket over here. If I go and I let them know this is a $50 job, because this is a 15-minute situation, and I'm bringing my own material. I don't understand. So before I can do that, he sends me like 10 pictures of the same shit. He's sending me pictures of what he did. So I'm like, excuse me, you should have told me that this was $300 before you did it. The way I do business is you go, scout, you go and you take a look at the job. You give me a call, we communicate. I tell you, this is what I need. That is what I need. This is what I need. How much can you do it for? I have the material. Once you give me a price, we negotiate. Once we say, okay, we're good on the price, when can you get it done? This is how I work. I don't know how you work. So I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't afford $300. If you would have told me that, I would have told you that's fine. I'll have someone else to do it. So then he responds and he's like, okay, $250. And now I'm thinking, I never gave you the address. And I know for a fact, since I've been working with this other lady, the handy lady, for a long time, she likes to do things 5, 6, 7 a.m. in the morning. He sent me this message at 9 a.m. in the morning. Like 8 something, close to 9 a.m. in the morning. So now I'm like, I'm just putting 2 and 2 together. So he's like, okay, $250. He's not even like responding in sentences. He's just responding in numbers. First message was $300. Second message was, okay, $250. And I'm like, I'm not paying you $250. I'm not paying more than $100 for this job. This is not even a $100 job, but my budget is $100. So he was like, okay, $200. So I responded, I'm like, I know exactly what happened here because I never shared the address of my home with you. And I know the handy lady knows where the house is because I've sent her there before to scout to give me a price for the job. So what's happening here is she went to do the job because you never responded to me last night. So she went to do the job. And now the both of you are trying to get paid, and I don't appreciate that. So what you can do is go remove all the wood and stuff that you have there, and I'll have someone else do it within my budget. Have a great day. So he responds, okay, 100. Or what did he say? Did he say okay, 100? Or did he say okay? Yeah, after I sent that, he was like, okay, 100. Now I have a company going out, a framer, you know, that because I already have another framer that I think I'm going to work with, but this is another framer that I saw and his work looks good. He was scheduled to come out to take a look at the house, right? So he goes in and I'm telling him to open the front door. And he's like, I'm trying to open it. I can't get in. This is all happened in the same day. He's like, I'm trying to open it. I can't get in. And I'm like, sir, I know it's been cold, but I know the door is not frozen. Like, all you gotta do is push it open. You can get it in. You can get in the house. Like, I'm telling him how to get in the house. He was like, I'm 6 foot tall. I know, I'm putting pressure on. I'm not trying to break your door. I can't get in. So he was like, I need you to send me a message that says, my name, Miriam Dow. I am the owner of the house with the address of the house, and I give you permission. Like, homeboy was paranoid. I sent him the text. So he gets out the car. He's trying to go in. Minutes later, now, as this is happening, I'm messaging the lady and the guy, because I know the guy didn't do it, but I'm messaging him and the lady. And I'm like, did you guys secure the front door? Because I have someone at the house now and they can't get in. Crickets. I call her. Crickets. Okay. So then he climbs in through a window and he sends me a picture. They have a 2x2. I'll put a picture here. Posted to the front door, secured to the ground. No one was getting through that front door. The Hulk himself wasn't getting through the front door. So I'm just like... oh my goodness, it's like I'm dealing with all this stuff. So I call her, she's not answering. I'm messaging her. I'm like, I sent her the picture he sent me. And I'm like, why would you secure the only access point to the house? I asked you to secure the window, the back door, bottom of the back door, the crack in the foundation. 3 pieces of plywood was all I needed. You went and secured the front door. There's no way for us to get in. The window that you were supposed to secure, this man just climbed through the window. So anyone can climb through the window. Okay? So the job wasn't even done right. Y'all trying to get $300 from me. Then she calls and she was like, now she knows that I know that it was her. So then she's like, yeah, what's going on? Yeah, we was just there. We secured it. And I'm like, the guy just came in through the window. He sent me this picture. He's inside the house. How am I supposed to get into? So you expect me to be climbing windows? Anybody gets hurt while trying to climb a window, I'm getting sued. What are you doing? What is this? Common sense ain't common. And she's like, no, we didn't secure the door down, the front door. The man she's with, oh, yeah, no, I secured it down. And she's like, oh, you did? So she doesn't even know what's going on. I guess she was in the car. The person she's with secured the front door down. So I'm like, I need you to go and remove the 2x2 that you put at the front door. I need to be able to access my house. For one, I need you to secure the window. Do what I actually asked. I didn't, in my head, I'm like, I didn't even ask you. She was like, well, you need to send $200. This is on Friday when it was snowing. you need to send $200. And I was like, I already spoke to the other guy. I told him I'm not spending more than $100. And in the past, that's why I don't really like working with this lady. But since I had pressure on me is the reason why I called her. And I know she's really close proximity wise. But I don't like working with her because in the past, if you look at some of my other videos, she loves to go, if I ask her for a job, and I'm like, don't do anything yet. Go scope it out. Give me a call. Tell me how much it's going to cost. She loves to go do it. Go to Home Depot. Go get this material. Go here. Go get this material. Go get this material. Send me a picture once it's done. And it's like, okay, it's $1,000. No, when I only had a budget of $400. When I know I can get it done for $400. So I don't like working for her for this very reason. I've told her countless times, 4 or 5 times. I don't, in the beginning, when I didn't really have a relationship with her, I would feel bad and I would just pay her. I would feel bad and I would just pay her. Now it's manipulation. You know I felt bad. You know the kind of person that I am. You're a woman in this industry just like me. And now you're taking my kindness for weakness. So I stop. And I'm like, now we go at it. You know, after she does stuff, I'm like, I keep telling you, you're wasting your time because I'm not just going to pay you whatever you want me to pay you. We need to discuss the job. I need to make sure I'm comfortable with what you're charging. You need to make sure that I'm going to actually pay you that. And then we move forward. Send me a contract and then we move forward. You don't just go and do the job and say, hey, $1,000. So she's like $300. So she was like, oh, well, $200. So I guess he told her $200 and he's telling me $300. So she was supposed to get $200 and he's supposed to keep $100. They're bugging. So I'm like, I need you to go talk to him because I already told him I'm not paying more than $100. She's like, $100? You always do this. And in this inclement weather, that material costs money. I spoke to her yesterday and I said, I told you that the duplex, I have plywood in the basement. And your response to me was, is there anyone in the duplex? And I said, I'm going to text my sister to see if she's hosting anyone in the duplex. Did you remember having that conversation with me? 1, 2, I never hired you for the job. Last conversation I had with you yesterday, I told you, you told me that he's in Pennsylvania. When he comes, he's going to come and do the job. 3rd, you just go without even giving me a call. She was like, well, I'm going by the text message you sent me. I'm reading the text message. The text message says, I have been fined by the city of Ewing. I need to get the bottom of the back door secured. There's a crack in the foundation. Get that secured and get the window with the crack secured so that no pest or no one tries to break in the house. It says nothing about the front door. She's like, well, if you wanted me to go back, this material costs money. I'm like, I told you there was plywood in the basement. But actually, you wasn't even hired for the job. So you stressing yourself out for what? I beg. Why are you stressing yourself out? I didn't even hire you for the job for this very reason. So she's yelling from the top of her lungs and I hung up on her. Like, this is what I'm dealing with. Trying to delegate stuff from across. All of this would have been eliminated if she would have just called me. So now I hang up with her. The contractor, the framing company that went to take a look at the house, as they're driving off, the cops pull them over. One of the neighbors saw this man climbing through the window and called the cops. Okay, because this is not that town. They are not playing with me in this town. Okay, so he's like, oh my God, can you call to talk to the cops? There's a female officer, pulled him over, and he's like, I'm on the phone with the owner. I'm a contractor. I'm on the phone with the owner. She gave me permission, and she's like, yeah. And one of the neighbors called the cops, and I talked to her. I'm like, hey, I gave her the name of the inspector from the town because I'm sure she probably knows. Usually the police office and the county is all in the same building. So I'm like, hey, inspector, such and such will find me because I had, some cracks. I had a handyman go this morning. They mistakenly, secured the front door. So this gentleman that I had scheduled to come to give me a quote on framing, only access he had was to go through the window. So this is my name. This is the LLC that the company is under, the house is under. I own this property and I gave him permission. She was like, okay, no worries. She was really good about it. And I even told her, like, the entire house is gutted, and the contractor said it too. There's nothing to steal in there. She was like, oh, okay, no problem. You see the headache they created? I be trying to take breaks from this part, right? I love the after and the designing, picking out tiles and paint and the decorating and the furnishing. That I love that. But talking to people, because common sense is not common. So just is a whole bunch of takeaways from this video. Just because I did, all this stuff in Trenton and Ewing, they might be 15 minutes apart. They're not playing with me in Ewing. They trying to lock me up because I didn't close a crack. So I'm getting that. They already did the job, but I actually called the inspector up the same day calls him like, hey, it's done, please go and approve it, because I want this to be done before the next trial date, because that judge ain't playing with me. First time I'm in this kind of situation. But yo, you see how contractors could just, you know, make your blood boil? I didn't even hire you. Well, like, where's the contract? So that's what I dealt with this past week. Okay, learn from my mistakes. Don't hire anyone. I'm never calling her again. Like, no matter how convenient it is, because she's, you know, been at my houses before, I'm never calling her again, because obviously what she's doing is manipulation. And I would, you know, I feel bad. She's an older lady, and I would feel bad, and I know her daughter, her granddaughter, and I would, you know, pay these prices that I know I'm not supposed to pay. But in this economy, this economy is economying, okay? The inflation is inflating. Miss, if a job is worth $50, I'm paying you $50. I'm not paying you $300. I didn't ask you to do that. Go get your what, I'll go do it my damn self. Pray for me, y'all, okay? Just pray for me. Pray for me and my blood pressure and my health, because I'm starting again with the contractors in this property, and I'm already stressed out. Hope this was informational for you guys. When you come into a new town, it's literally, you could just cross the street into a new town, but it's gonna be a whole different ball game, whole different set of rules. They want their houses aesthetics to be looking a certain kind of way, and you're not just about to be doing whatever. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe to the channel. Put any comments in the comment section down below. Thank you so much. Bye.